Alright, hey y'all. It has been pretty much a while since I've made any kind of video content. Working does that, as well as trying to get things back into focus and all that. And just being honest, I was not enjoying making Digimon content anymore. I think the game is fine for the people that still enjoy it, but I just find myself having a hard time enjoying it at the current moment. I don't hate the game, I still pay attention to it and everything, but I have very much been enjoying my break and my hiatus from it. That being said, the Gundam card game, which I was talking about even prior to that, just released with the pre-cons, and I am enjoying it so far. I'm also enjoying just playing Magic just for the sake of playing Magic. Speaking of which, when it comes to Magic and everything, yes, there's only 2 of the pre-cons here, but all 4 are required. We got very lucky with managing to get them at a reasonable price, and I really hope something happens soon to drop the prices dramatically on them, because at this point it is just grossly unfair that so many people are not able to play with these things and do what they are meant for, and that is just to play a game. So in spirit of that, Gilgameshi has our 14 deck that she's going to be doing some modifications and upgrading in her own way to it, and we will probably post that video. Little Jin has the deck for 7 and is going to be starting with working on his first deck off of that on his own, with some input, and that'll probably be a project that gets posted. And then I'm just trying to decide between these 2 of which one I want to modify and do changes to and which one I want to keep alone. I'm kind of leaning towards keeping the FF6 one alone and using 10 to make different decks. But that is just for that aspect of things. So by that aspect of things, what I mean is, like I just said, the Gundam card game just came out with its full release, so we're just going to do a profile video today. Don't really know full on how well this deck is. It is also just structure deck, obviously just something to get put out there while the getting's good. I'm just going to be honest with that. But also, it's Gundam. But yeah, let's check that part out now. So, like many millennials, I'm gonna date myself with that, Toonami was a great thing. And with Toonami came probably the introduction to Gundam that stuck the most with me, because I was a little bit older, with Wing Gundam. Wing Gundam is my favorite Gundam series. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea or anything. Same with the G, but I really enjoy Wing Gundam. Plus, I mean, just happened to pull the LR out of the pre-con. So getting into things, I don't know what would be a proper flow just yet for levels, things like that. When it comes to Gundam, since you've got the cost, you've got the level, and you've got different things. So I'm just going to go with like the Digimon method and the other Bandai method with just the level. So since this is just essentially slapping 2 pre-cons together, there's nothing amazing, nothing stand out, nothing anybody else can't do, especially right now. But just for Tragos, it's a 1-1 for 1. 1-1s for 1 are always good. Anything that you can play low costed in a game with a cost system is always good. You can play it on turn 1, you can play it on later turns to use for things. Notably, it has the Oz trait as well, but not the link ability. But what does have that link ability that you can use for closing games out with pilots is full set of Leo, just our forest bear, our grizzly bear, just 2-2 for 2 at level 2. And not a 2-2 for 2, but a 2-1 blocker for 2. Still early game, blockers are great, they do their thing. Does not have the Oz trait as well, so you can't you know, play Leo, link with Leo, swing for game with it, but it is a blocker. And then finishing off the level 2 cards, another cost 2, St. Gabriel Institute, our first card with an actual effect, and it's the shield, or the base as it were. So, burst, deploy this card. On deploy, add one of your shields to your hand, and then look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Return one to the top, one to the bottom. It's just some scrying. Scrying is great, especially if it can help find you pieces that you may need. And, you know, the 5 HP is not bad. It's fairly low costed. From this point on, I don't know what is the good call for things when it comes to these ratios, but these are just the ones that I'm playing. A full set of Wing Gundam Bird Mode because it's ramp. Place 1 EX resource on deploy. So level 3 for 3. Cost with 2/2. And the Hero Yuri pilot requirement, so just like the Leo, can potentially close out a game if you have Hero in hand plus this, but also it just being able to ramp you early. It's green, and games do the green things, and those things do help. And then the first of the commands with a full set of siege play. Burst out this card, or activate this card's main action. Choose one enemy unit with 5 or less HP rested. Only costs 1. It sets up for play since green does have a lot of breach. What does not have breach though is Gundam Sandrock. Just playing 2 of it. It's a 4/3 vanilla for 2. And has the Quattro pilot requirement. Speaking of Quattro, playing 3 of that one. The command card that doubles as a pilot, Peaceful Timbre. Action. During this battle, your shield area cards can't receive damage from enemy units that are level 4 or lower. So it just helps to, it's a fog. It's a fog for lower bodies, and then it can work as a pilot for Sandrock. Speaking of another one, 3 Troa with the simultaneous fire. Main, choose one of your units, gets breach 3. During this turn, breach is when this unit destroys an enemy unit, deal the specified amount of damage to the first card in that opponent's shield area. It's trample. It's trample for 1. And with things getting tapped down from a couple of different sources like siege play, the breach can come up to help just control the pace. And then, yes, full set of Hero Yui. Burst, add this card to hand. During link, this unit gets +1 AP, +1 HP, and it's a 2, or it gives 2/1 to AP and HP. You gotta have the main character of the series after all. Alright, for level 5s, 2 Gundam Heavy Arms. During your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, deal 1 damage to all enemy units that are level 3 or lower. 3/4 body. It helps curb the it helps curb decks that are lower in HP or smaller right off the bat, like things like Leo, that, you know, your opponent plays out 3 Leos, you have a Heavy Arms that you can pair up and swing into something. It's now, you know, board wiped your opponent, for example, or can potentially hurt things that are on their last leg. And then the other level 5s being Tall Geese. Tall Geese being a 4/4 at level 5. Pilot being as X Marquis. Action. Activate main. Once per turn, pay 4, set this unit as active. So it's just a reattacker. You swing, you pay 4, you untap, you swing again. Just ways to close out game, have multi-attack, things like that. give it breach with simultaneous fire, if you will. And to go with the Tall Geese, you gotta have the pilot, who notably also has the Oz trait, so it does work with the lower end Oz cards, which is why I'm playing those over, say, the Corp cards that are also at the same spot and everything. Anyways, Zex Marquis, 1 cost on the pilot, first added to hand during link during your turn. When this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, draw 1, gets +2/+1 just like Hero. It draws cards. That's already good enough to just say it draws cards. And then to finish off the deck, full set of Wing Gundam. Almost said Wing Zero. That's the main set. But yeah, just a full set of the namesake Gundam. 4/5, level 6, cost 4, breach 5, so it tramples for 5 damage over, and this unit may choose an active enemy unit that is level 4 or lower as its attack target. So just different ways to swing into your opponent's stuff. That is where the deck is going to go to once I get access to the main set, having looked at that the other day, which we did on stream. So segueing into that, thanks y'all for sticking around, checking out the video. For those who, come in and enjoy the content when I am remembering to post it and all that, I greatly appreciate y'all. But with that, we're going to wrap things up. We'll see you over on the Twitch side. We're going to try and get more videos out over here again too. If you want to come hang out with us on Twitch, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, Eastern Standard Time, starting right around 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then we just go to whatever time in the morning. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to try and get more videos out later.